Man United 1, Brighton 3. United lose the first home game of the season after international break. Joining me, Houston Red Army. Charles, it wasn't a great day. What went wrong, mate? Speak up.
Everything. Everything. We did create some things at the beginning of the game, but we didn't really get any really good chances. And every single time we had something to do defensively, whether it be make a big tackle, make a save, clear the ball while it rolls in the box for 2 seconds unattended, we didn't. And because of that, although we had possession, we had chances to score, which we wasted. We've now lost 3-1 at home. That's pretty much it.
I mean, everything after about minute 25, minute 17, minute 18 went to complete and utter shit. There was a good spell at the end of the first half where we were actually creating chances. We mustn't ignore that. There was a good start to the game as well. We mustn't ignore that. Hannibal, great goal. But everything outside of maybe 30 minutes of play was complete and utter dog shit.
Yep.
It was terrible for 60, 65 minutes of the game. And there are no excuses. We were passive in the press. Licho was being lazy in the back. Casemiro lost his man a number of times. You know, Rashford looked gassed after minute 60. Bruno had to play center back at times because
He was chasing the guy. How could that be?
Yeah.
It was like mayhem on the pitch. And I can't entirely blame it on Ten Hag, but at the same time, we should have prepared a lot better for this game.
Yeah,
I wager we had a good idea or a good plan coming into it.
They play the
but
same way
as soon
every
as
time.
they gave us that first punch at minute 25, as soon as they broke through that press once, we were lazy in defense.
Yep.
In attack, we looked discombobulated. Through midfield, we were getting sliced open like butter.
Yep.
You know,
Again.
it was just terrible, really, for 65 minutes. It was like 30 minutes, we actually had energy, and in 65 minutes, we completely lost it. And Scott McTominay, anonymous for the entirety of the game. I saw him touch the ball maybe a couple times and immediately pass it back.
And also,
he was anonymous. Why we sold Fred instead of him, I will never know.
Exactly. You wanted to add on quickly?
what I was going to say is the thing that I think says it all though is midfielder last season, and we're like, oh God, you know, he's been a godsend, was Casemiro, and Ten Hag took him off in the 60th minute, and that's the one substitute that I actually think was right. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I really don't blame him. We immediately improved when Hannibal came on for him. Yeah.
He injected energy into the pitch. The whole team looked like they were discombobulated today. Ten Hag selected these players. I'm sure he chose them to, you know, somehow mitigate the rest of the squad before the next match in Champions League. I don't understand why we don't play up to our competition. We let them do what they want to, and then we concede. We've done it multiple times. A lot of this can't be blamed on Onana. A lot of this can't be blamed on, you know, the squad formation. It's just blamed on the players. It's the lack of ambition. It's the lack of talent. It's the lack of passion. It is what it is.
It's a lack of everything.
So, one last question I want to ask. Make it short.
Yeah.
The action United took against Sancho, were they right or wrong?
The way United's approaching the Sancho situation, I think if a player doesn't apologize to a manager after the manager has given him a 4-month break last season,
Special training
sessions with the assistant coach, after the manager backed him the entirety of last season through his mental health issues, and he's called him out exactly one time when he said Sancho needed to improve in training, and he didn't do that. And what does Sancho do immediately? He goes onto Twitter and complains to all of his
Yeah,
friends.
it's
He
childish.
runs his mouth.
It's childish. Like, real talk.
Are you supporter of United and Eric Ten Hag's way they held?
I don't care as much, honestly. Like, it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
I am normally willing to back the coach in this situation
Right.
from hearing things, but really all it shows is just that everything's in disarray. We've had two players who are, abusing women and shit.
Legal
The club,
issues.
the club can't decide what they're going to do with them. Got players underperforming. Got players lashing out at the manager. It's a mess. It's like a fucking reality TV show.
Really,
And I'm
Sancho
really getting
should've-
tired of it. I
Sancho
really
should
am.
have kept his head down
And worked hard.
The same thing happened to Wan-Bissaka. He was criticized. He didn't talk. He kept his head down. He worked hard. Got back into the first team squad. Why couldn't Sancho do the same?
but it's
You want to
just
get
his
on
ego.
internet. You want to get on social media. It's childish.
I
It's really
mean,
childish.
but
You
it's
don't
just-
have time for that.
But it's all just bullshit.
With the likes of Pellistri on bench, why do we need to worry about what Sancho has to say anymore?
So
If he
you've
wants
heard,
to
you've
talk
heard, you've
about
heard it from Mr. Red Army, the frustration, the whole circus. United didn't even play these last couple of weeks, but it's all about United. They had Sancho, he had Anthony, the Glazers, and on top of that, we're still not getting the results on the pitch.
Oh, you ready for a hot take that's gonna make me sound like I belong on Talk Sport? We should play in the pivot next game. We should play Mainu and Hannibal.
Honestly, at this point,
We
they're
should
gonna.
put-
they're
Hey,
we should
gonna
play
be-
why not? Why at
They're
this
the
point?
people who give
Why
a
bro.
F
Play the youth.
not?
Say,
Play
look,
youth.
look, all of you have
Teach
been
them
given
a
your
lesson.
chance.
Play the youth.
All of you have shown you that you're gonna underperform
Exactly.
or not come in fit. If you're not gonna come in fit, these boys are coming fit.
100%.
So they're gonna play. Go get fit. Do what you have to do. Like, I don't care, but you're gonna have to turn your spots back from these guys who've actually tried. I'd rather lose with them trying to learn and work hard than watch people just walk across our midfield like it's not even there.
There you
I'm
go.
tired.
You heard it from Mr. Red Army. Glory, glory.
Man United.
Got Brian Minnick next week on Wednesday.